Hi guys, this is just a video review about the Innova 5610 and it's the version 2. I believe the only difference between the version 1 to version 2 is the port. It's a USB-C. I think it was USB, I think it was micro USB before. Everything else seems to be about the same. Um, so So it's an OBD2 scanner that pretty much scans and see if there's any error codes. My Toyota doesn't have any right now, so that's why it shows all green on the top. But if there is one, it will turn red, or if it didn't got any reading, it will just blink red. So it's gonna wait for it to give the results. So you have the ability to erase the codes. So all you have to do if there's one is you can just click that and just erase all the fault codes. But we're just gonna go back. Now, going back to the menu, um, these are the menu options. Global OBD2, it just scans the whole system and see if there's any fault codes. Or you can go to each individual one, um, and each individual one they have live sensor data that you can collect. So, for example, if you go to TPMS, that's related to all the tire stuff. If you go there, confirm that's the car, and then once it says it, if it shows that, just still click live data, the button right there, and it should show you all the data related to the code, the tire mostly on this one. You can see tire 1 pressure, tire 2, tire 3. Pretty much shows a whole lot of data related to tire, and I think the other ones are ABS 1. I think there's one for ABS. Yeah, ABS and SRS. So all that have data in it. So all you have to do is make sure that you click live data, and it shows all the data related to ABS. Let's see here. Yep, says battery switch status, ABS warning lights. I think it's a lot of switch, whether it's on or off. So if you want to check brake lights, things like that, you can. Um, but going back there, they have this scanner does have OEM specific um, things that you can do. I don't think my Lexus have any of that. And then all module scales pretty much scans for all the modules, including pretty much all the four of these. Um, or you can choose your own modules too. You can specify if you want to just scan the air conditioning modules or air suspension modules. You can do that. Going back, uh, so that was here in the system status. If you go to the menu, um, you can do the test. You can just do the different tests. This active test. These are all. If you get work done on the engine, you can do all this. For mine, I had 10 active different tests I can do. Um, I believe there was one for knock. You can check and see if your engine have a knock. You just had to drive around, I believe, 3 minutes, and it does that. I think it's in special functions. If you go to engine, yep, you can do. Yeah, you gotta go and you can do special functions in there. I haven't messed around much with this, but it is an option. Service resets. I think it's for the oil reset and battery reset. Sensor calibrations, all that. Service check. I think you can see the transmission fluid temperature. So if you're driving with heavy loads, or if you think you might have some transmission fluid issues or transmission issues. You can check the temperature here. I know there's a chart for how much the temperature, um, how wide the temperature needs to be. If it's more than a certain temperature range, you might want to get it checked out. But that's an option. It even shows on my 2002 Toyota Camry um, that's transmission fluid temperature. So I guess it's on pretty much all the cars. Other cool things is battery and alternator test. So I think once the car is warmed up, you can run a test to check the battery to see if it drops below a certain voltage. And alternator, same thing. You're gonna have to turn the car off and then turn the car back on, and it will check and see if it's producing enough voltage or amperage. Um, that's that shows where the OBD2 port is on each single vehicle, firmware version, and tool settings and tool library. You have a lifetime update with these, so that is kind of cool. Going back to the global OBD2, if you click live data on that, that shows all the live data um, related to powertrain. So you can see all the normal stuff that you see usually with the regular live data scanner, closed loop, uh, load value, engine coolant temperature, short-term, long-term fuel trims, uh, engine RPM speed, uh, intake air temperature, mass airflow sensor, uh, airflow rate, oxygen sensor, voltage, all that. I have about 52 of that, and then if you want to, you can actually graph these. So if you go back, let's say engine RPM, and if you click graph, it will show you the live data, and you can make up to 4 graphs. And if you want to superimpose, what you can do is you can click enter, and then you go to the side, let's say Spark Advance, you select that too, and then you can superimpose. Oh, what's nice about it is it shows one on top of the other. So let me rev up the RPM a little bit so you can see better. And it's pretty quick. It's one of the fastest readers that I've seen. Um, so it shows all that data, and you can save them if you need to. But you can go back to the main menu. You can even make a custom live data, so you can choose what you wanna show. Right there. Then you click done, and it will show just those data. So if you're driving and you just want to know a couple things, you can just do that, so that way you don't have to look at all the other data. But it's a pretty cool device. I keep it in my car just in case if I do get a check engine light. I just want to make sure that there's nothing serious. It does come with an app, and it does have a lifetime updates, which is really nice. So if you're getting a newer car, you don't have to worry about it's not in the data. But I thought I'll share this with you guys. Yeah, I think it's on. It goes for about $200 to $300. I seen in AutoZone for closer to $300. But if you find it online, I got mine for Black Friday for about I think $230. But yeah, thanks guys. Hope it helped.